What's going on, you guys? It's Xenclu and welcome back to another video. In today's video I thought I would jump on the trend and do a zombies map tier list. Now I just want to say a quick disclaimer, I am recording on my laptop right now, so I'm sorry if the quality isn't the greatest, you just have to bear with me here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it here. There are a lot of maps here I haven't played, but I played like all the Treyarch zombies maps, but I just left all these ones, non-Treyarchs, down the bottom here. I would just like to say a quick what my criteria is. I'm just going off based off what I want to play right now. There is no real criteria, that's just how I feel about the map right now. So I'm going to start off with Shangri-La. I'm going to put it in average. I think it's an average map. I don't think, like, it has a nice Easter egg, but it's only BO1 and it has PhD, which is good. But yeah, I reckon it's about average. BO1 Moon. I'm gonna go a little bit controversial. I'm gonna put this in lackluster. I really don't like BO1 Moon. I think BO3 does it a lot better, but BO1 Moon, I just didn't really enjoy it. BO1 Nacht. I think you put it in C. I think it's pretty fun. It's fun to just chill, hang out with friends. Whereas BO1 Moon, I don't really see. You don't really, I don't know, you don't really go on that map to hang out with friends, really. At least I don't. But Nacht is fun. I like Nacht. I'm gonna put it over Shangri-La here. BO1 Verrocked. I think it's also average. I think there's a lot of average BO1 maps. A lot of the remasters, anyway. I enjoyed Verrocked. It's fun. I think BO1 Verrocked still carries on that great atmosphere of the World at War one, so for that I'll keep it there. I'll keep Shangri-La above it. Shino Numa, BO1. I think this one's a bit lackluster. I'm not really a fan of Shino Numa in any game. It's probably one of my least played maps ever in terms of Treyarch maps. I'll put it behind Moon. I think Moon's still better. BO1 De Reese. This is going good. I love BO1 De Reese. I could put it in great, but I think there's a better De Reese that I'm going to put in great later. But yeah, great map. Still carries on from World at War and just improves on it, really. Transit. Yeah, this is lackluster. Fun to play with friends, but no one's really taking this thing seriously. Like, let's be real, it's not anything that good. It's kind of cool at the time, but no, it's just not good at all. Bus Depot. I'm gonna put this in lackluster. I know you could easily put it in bad, but wouldn't mind playing some Bus Depot. I don't know why. I have a lot of fond memories on that map. But I'm gonna put it in lackluster. That's a bit controversial. I know it is kind of bad, but right now I don't know what it is. I feel like playing some BO2. World at War Nacht, first map ever. I'm gonna put it in average. It's not bad, but it's also not good. You can't put it in here, I think, or here. I think you just put it in average. It did good for its time, I guess. It's not anything crazy, not anything bad either. Town. I'm gonna put this in good. I actually really enjoy Town. I think it's easily the best survival map that there is to date. I think it's really fun. I think that's what Transit should have been, you know, in terms of the pack-a-punch and everything, but hey, that's how it is, I guess. Farm. This is going in bad. I know Bus Depot is in like this isn't bad, but I don't know, it's just more fun because this is way more of a challenge, and this is like, it's a challenge, but it's just boring. I hate farms so much. I don't think anyone will disagree with it being in bad. World at War Verrocked. Again, average. I like it over BO1. I think I prefer BO1. Oops. Prefer BO1. Just because, like, remaster, it is technically better. But this Verrocked is easily the scariest map of all time. I think that's why it's an average. Could even, I do like Verrocked. It could move up or down. This will change later. I will do like a reshuffle, But yeah. Nuketown. I'm gonna put this at the top of average. It could even slide into. Am I gonna put this on top? There we go. This could even slide into good later on. I have a lot of fond memories on Nuketown, and I know people say nostalgia isn't really a criteria, but I did say it's what I want to play right now, and nostalgia helps me want to play it. I would like to go for some Nuketown. Is it better than? I think I prefer Town. I think Town just, I don't know what it is about Town. I think everyone likes Town. It's a fun map. But Nuketown just a little bit below it for me. Dire Rise. Lackluster. It's not bad because I like the Liquefier. That's the only reason why it's in lackluster. It's a cool wonder weapon. I don't think much needs to be said about this map. Everyone knows it's not that good. Mob of the Dead. Okay. This is our first S tier map. This map is incredible atmosphere, incredible story, great gameplay. The only bad thing is it didn't get the greatest remaster. Well, it needs to be remastered, in my opinion, but I don't really want it to be remastered anymore due to it just being a Warzone graphics. I think you leave it where it is. Keep it in BO2. Great map. Not much needs to be said about it. Everyone knows it's S tier. Buried. Ooh. I really like Buried a lot. I'm gonna leave it in great because I don't think it's fair to put it in S tier, but I love Buried. I think it's one of the most innovative, coolest maps. There's nothing like Buried at all. There never will be anything like Buried. All the cool little, I love even just being able to, like, in the maze, that area is so cool. And the time bomb, paralyzer, all the buildables. Yeah, it was a product of its time, I think. BO2 Origins. BO2 Origins. I think this is S tier. I don't know. It's a toss up between these two. I think this is S tier. I love Origins. Probably my favorite map of all time. I'm gonna put it over Mob of the Dead. Probably my most played map. Besides another map I'll find somewhere through here. Yeah, insane when it came out. I remember all the hype for this map. Seeing the Primus crew come back. Yeah, so it was super cool of its time. Yeah, not much else needs to be said about it, I don't think. Advanced Warfare Outbreak. Okay, this is the only Advanced Warfare map I've played, and I'll put it in lackluster. A lot of these maps aren't bad. Like, I thought this was pretty fun, but I never played anything else on Advanced Warfare Zombies. I didn't mind Outbreak. It was alright. I think everyone thinks it's a bit of like a lackluster. I don't really see it anywhere above here, but I don't think it's bad. I think it was a good attempt from Sledgehammer to make, or was it Infinity Ward? I low-key forget. But I think it was a good attempt. Shadows, okay. Shadows. I think it's S tier. Yeah. Usually people don't have Mob or Shadows in S tier. One of them's down, one of them's up, like Horizon Drac and Origins. But I think these are both perfect. This improves on Mob, but right now I really want to play some Mob of the Dead. So this could change. All the S tier all of these tiers, they can be reshuffled. It's mainly just where they're placed, like if they're in average, good or bad. Not really about where they are here. But yeah, I love Shadows. Super innovative, super cool. There's no map like Shadows of Evil, and people are still playing it to this day. That's how you know it's such a good map. World at War Shinonuma. This might be another bad map for me. Above Farm. I don't like Shinonuma, as I said. I think it's just boring. I don't like the swamp area. The high rounds are cool. High rounds are cool. Actually, for the high rounds, I'm going to put it in... Oh, I don't know. You know what? I think I might move. Put this here and put this here. I think World at War is better than BO1 Shinonuma. Just because the high rounding on World at War is so much better, and some of the funniest high rounds, like getting to round over 1,000 is kind of crazy. The Giant. Okay, this is the best Doris for me, and it's going great. I love the Giant. Super fun map, chill with friends. Kind of wish I had an Easter egg though, but hey, the Annihilator, we love it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Horizon Drac. Okay, easy S tier. Probably my favorite map of all time. I don't think there's any disputing that Horizon Drac's an S tier. You can say it's a copy of Origins, but it's a copy of already an S tier map, so this has to be S tier for me. The bows. Bows or staffs? I don't know. I think I prefer the bows, to be honest. Actually, if the bows had like a base version other than Wrath of the Ancients, I think the bows would be better, but the staffs are better, but I just prefer DE. I prefer the story, the gameplay of BO3 is just so much better than BO2. And yeah. Zetsubo. This map gets criminally shafted. I think it's a great map. I love Zetsubo. Played it recently, did the Easter egg. I think it's a fun Easter egg. Having to use certain gobble gum for is a bit... I don't think anyone likes that, but it was kind of cool. You know, using anywhere but here to get to a certain part of the map you can't normally get to is kind of cool, but I think they could have done something more with the zip lines. Maybe that could like change your routing. But Zetsubo A tier map. Could have had a better boss fight, but I don't really mind it. High rounding on it's pretty fun, although you do have to finish the Easter egg in order to unlock the best high round strat. Grod. Yeah, A tier for me. Probably above Buried. Yeah, I put it above Buried. I think super fun gameplay. This map caused so much hype in the community. That tease for Revelations, that will be one of the coolest moments. Also the PPSH created incredible community moments that I think a lot of people miss, especially with the Z house. That was super cool. Grod Crovey, easy A tier map. Revelations. Probably the BO3 map that gets the most hate behind Zetsubo, but I think it's a top of good map. I really like Rev. I love the scenery. I remember the time everyone wanted Revelations, and nowadays we're like, oh, it's, the end of Zombies wasn't, but because BO4 did bad, that's why Revelations looks worse, because this was meant to be like a lead up to a bigger ending, and we never got that. So, but I still like Revelations a lot. I love the Thunder Gun, the Apotheon Servant, the DGs, the little Arnies. These are all super cool additions, even though they weren't additions really. And I love the just the atmosphere of Rev, and the Easter egg it's not too bad. It is kind of fun. I found it fun with friends, although shooting rocks isn't really a good step. Okay, so now we're getting into more of the BO3 remasters. BO3 knocked. This is average. Put World at War over it because World at War is just a classic, isn't it? This is fun. Actually, no, I'll leave it in there. I will say it's very slow. Knocked is slow. I think everyone knows that. That's probably the biggest downside, is how long it takes to go through the rounds. That's why I also put Varrocked. All these, actually, I'm a hater. I'm putting this there. Yeah, the BO3 remasters, World War remasters, they're all pretty good. Average. I don't like Shinonuma. I'm a Shinonuma hater. These two are definitely average for me. World at War Doris, I'll put it in good. I think Doris is just renowned as a good map no matter what version you're playing. The Giant is my favorite, but it could be any of these three and I'll still give it to you. I agree with any of these three, but I don't think it should be below good. Derice did so much for the community and it's so much fun. BO3 Kino to Toten. This map actually gets like shafted so much because it's so overrated, but you just love to hate on Kino. It's a good map. It is a good map. It is so much fun. And I don't even care if you call me a casual, but Kino is so much fun in my opinion. You can't, it's just like Derice. Obviously Derice is better, but Kino is still so much fun. And I don't know where BO1 Kino is, but BO1 Kino, I'm going to rank it here. It is better than BO3 for me. Purely for nostalgia reasons, that's the only reason why that's above. And I still play Kino to this day. I love it. I love a good game of Kino with some friends. Although it doesn't have an Easter egg, so that puts it down a little bit for me. Because I like Easter eggs, but yeah. BO3 Ascension. Ascension, I really like Ascension actually. I'm going to put this in... I'm going to put this above BO1 Derice for me. I love it, BO3 Ascension. Super fun. Fix the monkeys, it's better than BO1 Ascension. Probably one of the greatest remasters other than the Moon one. In my opinion, the colours look great on this map. The Thunder Gun's back, that's cool. Gobblegums really help Ascension. The BO3 mechanics will really help Ascension. But yeah, for me it's good tier map. BO3 Shangri-La. Where to put BO1 Shangri-La? Put an average. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it just behind BO1. Just because BO1 has PhD and this one doesn't. Shangri-La's a fun map, it's cool. I think the Easter egg carries it a lot though. I think that's fair to say. BO3 Origins. I'm gonna put it in great. I'm gonna leave BO2 and S. Although BO3 Origins could be an ST, I think it'd just be weird having them both. So I'm gonna leave this one down here, but this could easily be an S. I love the Gobblegums on Origins. It helps so much with setting up. The only issue is that the mud is super slow on BO3, and also no glitches like the fire staff glitch for putting the staffs in the robots isn't on BO3, so that's why I prefer BO2 a lot more. Okay, BO3 Moon. Instantly. It's a good map. This just changed it so much for me. Gobblegums help this so much. The colour's better. It doesn't feel so grey and dead, boring. The RNG is a bit annoying. I couldn't imagine doing this Easter egg without immolation. So for that's at the bottom of good. But yeah, I like BO3 Moon. I'm a BO3 Moon fan. Spaceland. Okay. So Spaceland and the Final Rack are the only two games, only maps I've played from those two games. So, Spaceland for me, bit controversial. I'm gonna put it top of A. Top of A. I thought it was super fun. I love the pistols. They're a great wonder weapon. The alien boss fight was really cool, but I just can't see it on the same level as these four. But it's in a map of its own. It's its own, like, there's no map like Spaceland. There's no map like Infinite Warfare Zombies. And for that, it deserves A tier. Could easily put in S. I do agree if you put in S. But for me, it's just not with these four. They sort of all got their own identity. And this does, but yeah. I'm going to leave it in A tier. It could get reshuffled. The Final Reich. This is an average map. I'm going to put it in... Put it above Verrat for me. Bit controversial, but I thought it was a fun map. I like the Wonder Weapon. The Notebook was cool, having the two different Easter eggs. That was really cool. I just didn't play any more of World War II. But yeah, I think It is. I don't really like the horror of zombies, but this map was pretty scary. Voyage. Okay. Bit controversial. This is an average map for me. It is not D or F. I used to be a Voyage hater, but I went back and I did the Easter egg because I'd never done it before, and it was actually really, like, it wasn't that bad. I will say the biggest flaw is the layout. I think there is no disputing that the layout of Voyage is terrible. But the steps, they were pretty cool. Like, I know it doesn't really relate to the Titanic at all, but hey, seeing all the planets was pretty cool. I thought anyway. But obviously, if you put this in BO3 engine, I think it goes to good, just for it being on BO3. But Voyage is it's an average for me. 5. Now I know it's a bit cliche being a Kino lover and a 5 hater, but I'm a 5. I'm gonna put it just below Nuketown for me, just because 5 is like, if you want a cruel time in zombies, you play 5. And if you want a fun time, I mean on BO1 anyway, if you want a fun time, you play Kino. If you want a cruel but challenging time, you play 5. And for me, that's why 5 is an average, just for its difficulty. I think just because the map is super difficult, doesn't put it in D or F. I think it's cruel, it's a bit unfair, but it's a bit fun, especially with like friends. You know, the Pentagon Thief, super cool boss. No one else like him. I think there needs to be more bosses like him that actually have, you know, you need to kill this boss right now or else you're going to lose your gun. I don't think any boss does that. And I think they should, to make it a bit more urgent. Like on BO6, you know, you just got the Abomination who was just annoying. There's no actual real threat really. Whereas in 5, Pentagon Thief, there's a major threat there. That's why it's an average. 9. This is a great map. Gonna put it above Spaceland. Could put it in S tier, but I think it's a great map. I don't think any of the BO4s are S tier. But 9, it was made for BO4, and you can see that. And it's really cool with the 4 perk statues, how they integrate into the map. I think no other map really captured that, and that's why 9 is in the great tier for me. Blood. Does get shafted a bit, but for me it is a good map. I didn't mind it. Did the Easter egg and I thought it was alright. I thought the boss fight was a bit of a letdown, but the scene before that when you get locked up in the jail is super cool. I wish Mob did that. If Mob did that, it would probably be one of my favourite maps of all time. I mean, it already is, but probably up here. The Blundergat, super cool wonder weapon. Wish they buffed the Vitrolic Withering, but it is how it is. The Magma Gat stays on top. High rounding is not too bad. The most OP trap in history on this map, especially paired with Time Slip. And yeah, that's why it's in good tier for me. I like the lore as well. You can put it in here. I can understand it, but to be honest, I don't think it's a bad map. I'd really put it in bad. I think you're overreacting a little bit. I reckon Blood's a good map. Classified, also good. I'll put it behind Blood because there's no. If this actually had an Easter egg, it would be probably up further in the good tier. I prefer it over 5 because at least this is actually like playable. Unless you're like Steve, who's just good at fucking zombies no matter what map he plays on. Yeah, Classified for me is better than 5, but you can switch these around. It's whatever. I can see why you prefer 5. Yeah, Classified, good tier map for me. Dead of the Night, criminally shafted. Criminal. This map gets shit on so much. I'm gonna put it behind Zetsubo. I love this map. I love the Alistair's Annihilator. Great wonder weapon. Super cool design. Yeah. I'm gonna put BO3 options actually over 9 real quick. But yeah, Dead of the Night, werewolf boss fight. Super cool. As a Destiny player, and having a lot of zombies YouTubers who say they want more Destiny-like boss fights, this is more like it, you know, with actual mechanics in the boss fight. Granted, no zombies boss fight has any mechanics near a Destiny fight, but this actually introduced a mechanic that was like, nothing was challenging, but it was still pretty cool. That's why it's in great tier for me. Ancient Evil, also a great tier map. I'm going to put it above Dead of Night just because the boss fight was better. It was better. Although this one had more mechanics. This one was cooler, fighting Pegasus. I love the Greek mythology. Obviously everyone wishes it continued after Ancient Evil because this is actually the map that made people like the Chaos storyline. I'm a Chaos storyline lover. I love these three maps. Voyage, it's an average map. But yeah, I'm really glad to see in BO6 the Chaos storyline, at least elements of it, come back. I think it's getting the service that it deserves. Alpha Omega. Bad map, super boring. The Nuketown aesthetic was not good. This was used properly. This was used poorly. Like, it's daytime, it's fucking boring. It's so, like, tight space, which I know that is in Nuketown, but the underground area is just ridiculous. That is a maze to figure out where the fuck you're going. Boss fight is super lackluster. Wonder weapons just reused, trash. The base version is probably the best one. And yeah, just a bad map for me. I would put it over these two though, because it has an Easter egg at least. Tog. It's a good map. It's overclassified. I'm going to reshuffle this around later, but initially, yeah, overclassified. Prefer Blood because of the Mob of the Dead aesthetic. If you don't think of this as the end of all zombies, which is pretty impossible to do because it is, then it's actually not a bad map. But if you do think of it lore-wise, it is probably in the average tier. Maybe, probably down here because it's the end. Probably in the bad tier. Super budget ending. Wasn't even an animated cutscene. But the gameplay was cool. I love the wonder weapons, even though they weren't that good. They were still unique. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Zombies Onslaught. This is going down here. I think this is Cold War. I think I'm getting into more of the Cold War stuff now. D Machine. Now, after playing Black Ops 6, my opinion on Cold War has gone down so much. So for that, this is going in the bottom of average. Still my favorite Cold War map, which is a hint of how the rest of Cold War is going to go. But after playing it again, I went back and played it, and it didn't feel the same at all after playing Black Ops 6. And I suppose that's a bit unfair, but they're pretty much meant to be like the same game, and BO6 just improves on it so much, and it pushes it way down for me. But it was cool for the time, having the community all back, and it felt sort of back in the glory days a little bit, so that was cool. But yeah, it's an average map. For me, Dead Ops, I'm not going to rank any Dead Ops, I'm going to put them down the bottom here. Firebase C. Could be a bit controversial, but this shit's lackluster. I think I'll probably play Die Rise over it, just due to it being an old aesthetic of zombies. Actually, no, it's not fair to have Bust Deep and it's go down the bottom of lackluster. I'll reshuffle it later, but yeah, Firebase Z. Get out of here. This shit needs to go in the bin. I fucking hate this map so much. The Easter egg trash, Mimic trash, Reike trash, the order boss fight every couple rounds trash. It's just so... I hate having to stop what I'm doing, especially if I'm doing high rounds, stop what I'm doing and go fight the fucking order boss. Bro, fuck off. I do not care. So for that, shit is fucking in the bin. Outbreak, bad. I hate Outbreak. This shit killed Cold War for me for months. I did not want to touch Cold War. I hate Outbreak so much. The point system, 20 points or whatever it is, fucking, that is awful. Trash. World tiers, trash. Objective zombies, trash. Bad. Mauer, just below D Machine. Actually a good fucking Cold War map. So was D Machine. But yeah, not anything too special. The one weapon was cool, pretty much carried the map for me. Boss fight was alright, but yeah, just after BO6, I can't really see myself putting these above average. Forsaken, top of Lackluster. Didn't like the Abomination. The Chryslax was cool, but that was about it for me. The boss fight was alright. Super boring facility map. Like, all these maps are just facility maps, and it's just not anything I really want to see anymore. I want to see new cool stuff like in Citadel Day More, which looks like we're going to be in a cool castle setting. And in Terminus, you know, we're on an island. Liberty Falls, on the other hand, it's like daytime transit. But yeah, Forsaken, top of Lackluster for me. BO1 Ascension. Okay. BO1 Ascension. I'm gonna put this in. What's a hard one for me? I think I'm gonna put it in good. I think it's a good map. I love Ascension. Super chill map. The monkeys, the worst. If you remove the monkeys, it's so much better. Would have been so much better. But yeah, it was cool. Had the thunder gun. Destroying the rocket is cool. It's a cool little side Easter egg. First map to have an Easter egg, so that was cool. Yeah, I think it's a good team map. Call of the Dead. This is actually the last map because I'm not going to be ranking any of these because I haven't played any of these. I don't think. Yeah, I have not. So, Call of the Dead. Top of good. Top of good. I know you put in great. So many people rank this map so diversely. Like, it's never average. It's either fucking bad or it's great. So I'm going to put in good. Top of good. I love the Scavenger. I think the ice aesthetic is super cool. I do prefer it over Targ, but Targ is still a good map. Yeah, Call of the Dead, cool layout, cool zip lines. Mediocre Easter egg. It's not anything special, but it's cool having the main 4 included in the map. I like the wonder weapons, even though the VR11 is trash, but it's still a cool wonder weapon. Still unique, still innovated. And yeah, Call of the Dead, top of good for me. Alright, so now that we're done, I'm going to reshuffle these around. I'm going to go from top to bottom. And yeah, so I think I like bad tier. I'm gonna put Bus Depot down. I think I've thought about it. Although I would like it goes sort of against my criteria, I think it deserves to be in bad because it's not really a map. Lackluster. I think I prefer BO3. Shinonuma, even though it says an Easter egg, I don't like Forsaken at all. Die Rise over Transit. Firebase Z down the fucking bottom. Oh, I hate Firebase Z. You know what? I think I'd rather play Alpha Omega. I'm moving this shit down. I hate Firebase Z. This thing, I'm happy with these two. Average. Yeah, I think this is what I'm working with here. Put 5 over Nuketown and Voyage, top of average. I think that's where 5 belongs. Voyage for me is a good map. It was an average map, but good in terms of where everyone else ranks it. And Nuketown's fun. Yeah, I think I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Okay, good. Call of the Dead, could go up to the bottom of great. But I'm gonna leave it there, just because of the Easter egg. If I had a better Easter egg, I get it for the time, but yeah, meets top of good. Rev, Ascension, Doris, Town, or Doris. Yep. These are all good for me. I like this tier. Okay, the greats. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put Garrod Crovey in S tier. I'm gonna put Buried. No, I'm Buried. I'm gonna put Top of Good, Top of Great. Don't think it deserves to be an S tier. Just because of the crew, for me. But yeah, these 5. Garrod Crovey's easily an S tier. I think it gets slept on a lot. I love the gameplay. I love the PPSH. I love the dragons, the helmets, like the wings. That was really cool. The Easter egg is great. You know, an Easter egg in zombies that actually gets like your heart pumping, like the bomb step. That is how you know it's a good Easter egg. And the boss fight, although you can cheese it with gobblegums, it's still a good boss fight. And Zetsubo, I think I'm gonna put just above the giant because the giant doesn't have an Easter egg. And I think in terms of what do I want to play right now, I'd rather play the giant over Ancient Evil or Dead of the Night right now. Dead of the Night is only down the bottom of great and not near the top because of the part spawns. I don't have them all memorized. If I did, it would be up here. But yeah, I think that's my tier list. DE number 1. I think that's a solid tier list. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. It's probably horrible, but yeah, that's the Xenclu tier list. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.